All right. What's up, Mike?
Much. How you doing?
Glad we could jump on again. I know this is our fourth time we're talking. I wanted to just have you on, kind of explain who you are, what you do, and then how you can help our community here. So let's just jump right into it. Who is Mike, and what does he do?
All right, perfect. Well, appreciate you having me on. So we run Innovative Ecom. We set up fully automated e-commerce stores and platforms. So right now we're currently working on Amazon. So we do Amazon drop shipping as well as Amazon FBA. We do Walmart. Right now it's only Walmart fulfillment. And then we're also doing YouTube automation. So we'll create YouTube channels for clients. And soon we're going to be adding on Facebook automation and maybe even some crypto options. So we have a full product set for clients. Our goal is done for you businesses where, you know, the end goal is passive income for clients. So we have teams in multiple countries. So right now we have teams in about 4 countries and looking to bring on a 5th one, which will bring us into 5 separate countries. So the reason why we do that is we try to find experts in different areas and really just kind of cultivate the teams. So the nice thing about working with us is we're not like upselling a service. You know, we go directly to the teams, we work with them, we manage through it, you know, so we have a lot of communication and a lot of, you know, open lines to make sure if there's issues or, you know, and more importantly, making sure that the stores are running properly.
Nice. I like that. I think the last time we spoke, I only knew of Amazon, Walmart, and YouTube, which we spoke about in depth. I didn't know about Facebook and crypto, but I'm sure done for you is a model that people ask me a lot for, and obviously the value is there. Instead of me going and trying to learn 10 years of e-commerce or YouTube or whatever, why not partner or collaborate with someone who has done it, and kind of have that as a platform to lift off. I'm curious what the main one is that you guys do. Like, what's if someone comes to you, if I come to you and say, hey, I have 50,000, I've saved this up, I don't want it sitting in the bank, I'm not earning anything on it. Where would you say, hey, I got you on this, put it in here, trust me? It's is it Amazon, is it Walmart, is it YouTube? What's like that bread and butter for you guys?
Well, again, it depends on the clients and their risk levels. You know, everything comes with risk. You know, nowadays everybody's has that instant gratification mindset. So those types of clients gravitate more towards like the drop shipping models. If somebody's looking for a longer term sustainable business, you know, that we're going to start up, you know, eventually it's going to be generating passive income and that they would maybe have the opportunity to sell down the road. You know, that's more of a business mindset, and we would lean towards Amazon FBA and then maybe even package in Walmart fulfillment with that, because you got to figure if we're already building the relationships with suppliers for clients, and you know, we even work with some distributors and logistic companies here in the US that will buy the items for us. So we'll already have items in stock ready to go in clients' accounts. So that would be the route we would go, and maybe kind of mix some things together. You know, almost create like a portfolio for the clients where they don't have all their eggs in one basket. You know, a little bit of backstory. The 15 years I was a financial advisor. So I know a lot of like investment planning and portfolio planning. So I always look at these types of investments as, you know, just that, you know, it's not just a store, it's an investment, you know, so there's risks involved with anything. And we like to kind of couple that together. So we may offer clients some package programs, especially if they have the working capital and they're looking to diversify. So we might put together Amazon FBA, Walmart fulfillment, but then also do like a Facebook automation, which again is a little bit on the lower risk side. But then, you know, you're using those profits from Facebook to fund your Amazon store, you know, little things like that. So you're constantly turning profits that way, and it just builds the stores a lot quicker.
Yeah, I really like that, and I like that your background is from the financial perspective. So it's like we have these nests. Which one can we diversify into, and you know, have all of them kind of helping one another? So I really like that.
Right. We have a lot of popularity this year too with YouTube automation. So that's something fresh that we just started offering in the last like quarter. So what that is we'll build YouTube channels for clients. So they're in specific niches. So we'll do the niche research. But I usually tell clients, come to us with something that might interest you. Like for myself, I got a couple of crypto channels. We got some war channels and stuff like that. We have some clients that are doing fashion, a couple of clients who like Fortnite, anime. So it really depends. And we also have clients that just really have no interest and they want to generate income that way. So the nice thing about YouTube, again, it's completely, safe platform. We're generating the videos on a monthly basis, organic growth. We're also driving traffic to the channel. So the end goal is to get the channel monetized. And once the channel hits 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 view hours, then they're eligible to start earning money on that channel. Again, clients don't have to create anything. They're not shooting their own videos. We do all of that. So we have video editors, voiceover artists, thumbnail creators. So we have everything in-house here to provide those videos for the client on a monthly basis.
Yeah, and I know that's something personally I'm interested in. I hope we can dig into that as we talk off this. But moving forward here, you touched up on this. But what is the mission and life of your company? Like, what's the purpose that Innovative Ecom exists? I know you touched upon it, but just want to.
Yeah, so the goal for us and kind of our mission statement is to provide a transparent e-commerce business for our clients. I've been doing this long enough to know that there's a lot of scams out there, a lot of people that leave their clients high and dry, which we're trying to be a lot different than that. We're working with our clients. If issues come up, we're always finding solutions. So we're definitely, a transparent solution-based business. And, again, like I said, we're not upselling somebody else's service. We're in it. We're managing the day-to-day operations. So I think that offers a lot of comfort with our clients because they feel, like most of the times, I'm the one that's getting on a sales call. I'm not a salesperson. We don't have salespeople. We may eventually, but we like to keep it a little bit smaller. So we're never going to be one of those, just a number for our clients, so that's pretty much our goal. We want to be different. We want to be more down to earth. Even the costs to get into our businesses are a lot lower than, industry standard. And just because I relate to that, I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs, and I really know, what value we can bring and what price point we can bring it at.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, one of our core values in our company is radical transparency, both with clients, employees, customers. I think like that is a principle that is more and more important as we're getting into everything is social. People don't trust initially, like that's our default, but transparency makes things a lot easier. So I'm happy you said that.
Yeah, it does. It makes things a lot easier. And also, like when you're transparent from the beginning and you people understand, what they're getting into, we do a full explanation. And again, like I said, I always revert back to my days as an advisor. I feel more comfortable if a client is 100% comfortable going into it and not second guessing their decision. And, that's pretty much how we've been treating all of our e-com clients is, make sure that they're 100% comfortable. We answer all their questions ahead of time, no surprises. We're upfront with any costs, any additional costs, any fees that are associated with building the business and running it, because like everything else, there's fees involved as we're building and growing. So we want to be there and be 100% with our clients.
Yeah, I like that. Segueing here, whether it's your e-commerce business, Innovative Ecom as an agency, or a done for you agency of sorts, what luxury has online business, e-commerce, internet marketing, what luxury has that provided you? And is there, I know you've been in the financial industry, is there been any other business, job, project that you've done that has given you more return on your investment than e-commerce?
not for this, like even with the stock market and stuff, you're gonna have up years, you're gonna have down years with this. Clients are always buying from your stores. E-commerce is probably one of the only platforms that I see really growing over the next couple of years. Even if you go to your local malls, and I know we talked about this last time, you go to your local malls and half the stores are directing you online anyway. So I just say, dealing now, I don't think that we've been in a more, growth orientated industry, even for myself, like, and again, with being an advisor, everybody was going online, getting low fee ETFs, managing robo advisors and stuff. So that business was consistently shrinking, where like this one's consistently growing. And we're always looking for new avenues to like help our clients out, whether it's finding a new strategy, whether it's adding to their ecom exposure on a different platform, diversifying a little bit of their risk out, getting them exposed to, other channels, other suppliers. So I would probably say this has been the most rewarding over the last, 4 or 5 years as well.
Uh, in that light, what are the top 3 to 5 most important things that an e-commerce business owner um, has to do to be successful? It doesn't need to be in any order, but from your experience and time doing it, what's that 3 to 5 things that e-commerce businesses need to do to make their success more likely?
I think the top one is patience. Everyone wants to rush it. A lot of people don't understand that there's always a process involved. There's always a rhyme or reason to what we're doing and how we're doing it. And, even with patience, you can't compare yourself to somebody else's store. We have some family members and partners and friends and stuff that have stores. And, we get a lot sometimes. It's like, hey, my buddy's store is doing better than mine. You got to have patience. And the easiest explanation to that is, we're trying to be different in every store. We don't want to compete with ourselves. So we're not just going to take 20 products and throw it in every client store that's exactly the same. It serves no purpose. So I think patience, open line of communications on both ends is huge. There's been situations where, maybe a client's afraid to ask a question, doesn't think it's important, but we welcome that, and we, prefer open lines of communication. I think that helps everybody grow, especially if somebody doesn't understand something, if they have an issue. There's always a solution and a resolution to it, and an explanation for everything. So those are some of the things that we definitely try to pinpoint on clients is just those 2 main things, as well as if we're offering advice on something, it's for the better, good of your business, whether it's, switching your personal lines from personal credit to business credit. We've run into some situations where, clients' stores are doing well, but they're using personal credit, and then maybe they didn't want to take our advice to get business credit, and then they go to buy a car, and, their credit utilization ratio is through the roof. Your BMW dealer doesn't care that your store's doing well, so we do and try to, turn clients to getting that business credit, business lines, or even utilizing some of that cash right now, putting it to an ROI that's double digits versus sitting in the banks earning, negative returns. So I think that, people buy into it, but they also have to have a business mindset too. When we're thinking and suggesting and maybe even some thinking outside of the box in order to help them move forward.
I see that. I see that. Um, and just as a hypothetical, let's say we have a store together, or I have a done for you store from you guys, and I see an opportunity from another supplier that I've connected with. Just I know someone. Let's say they offer a product. They say, hey, we have 10,000 units of product X. Do you guys take the client's recommendations, or can it work where they have a deal and they share it with you guys, and then you guys see, okay, this has some potential to it. Maybe we can plug it into Walmart. Maybe we could set it up on Amazon. Is there that open communication from the client to you guys as well if there is some potential deal?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, we would definitely welcome that. We want to be crystal clear on it though, like if a client's bringing us something and we do a review and we tell them like, hey, there's, 10 sales a month average on it. If we do bring it on, you got to expect maybe a little bit lower sales. And, we might have to move some price on it. So the margins might be lower, or it might just be a banging product where, we try to get exclusivity with their partner and say, hey, if we sell your brand for, client X, and then some of our other clients, will you give us, an exclusive right to sell that, especially if it's doing well, and then we would work with the supplier too to talk about, if it doesn't sell, is there a buyback policy? Is the client, stuck holding the inventory? Because we never want to put the client in a bad position that way, so that's one of the things that we try to look at is, minimizing their exposure. So,
I see.
because we all know Amazon at any point can turn and say, you can't sell something or you need to be ungated in a certain category. So, we just, again, want to make sure that it's equitable for all parties involved.
Sure. And another question that just popped up in my mind, and I always think of the end in mind and what could go wrong, like to prevent a downside. So let's just say again, we have our own store. For whatever reason, I'm like, forget this. Like, I want to do this myself. I found a good supplier. They have all the product in the world at a cheap price. They don't know how to sell on Amazon. I'm going to help them. Is our store connected through a corporation, or is it mine? And I can say, hey, I don't want to do this contract anymore. I want to do this myself. How does the exit happen? Just in case. Again, I always think of the business is never like rainbows and sunshines as people paint it. There's always bad breakups, bad business dealings, whatever. How does a exit happen if I say I don't want to do this anymore?
Well, we certainly will allow you to do that. You're not married by any means. We also don't have contract lockup periods. Depending on the line that you go in, there may be a small minor contract renewal just to keep additional business lines. Hiring more staff and stuff. But that's really about it. So it's kind of your own journey to continue with us. But obviously we want to make it to where clients want to continue with us and not necessarily lose that. But yeah, we understand that stuff does happen. And the worst thing you want to do is, you got $30,000 in inventory, you found this other great opportunity and now you're stuck. I wouldn't want to be in that position, and I wouldn't want our clients to be in that position. So they certainly are free to go. Hopefully, there's never any bad blood on the way out, but yeah, absolutely. We understand that situation comes up. We've had it happen before where, hey guys, I got this great opportunity, the store's yours at the end of the day. We're just managing it. So we help you create that store because like I said, there's also been situations down the road where, clients wanted to sell their store, wanted to sell. They got good suppliers. It's been making good money. They want to buy, maybe some property and just come into another business opportunity. And this is their only asset that's producing and has, a couple X times value. So, they certainly can sell it too.
Nice, cool. That's again gives a level of comfort where you're like, okay, I'm down to try this. There's not much that could go wrong. You guys have the expertise, but just in case now I figured something out, I want to do it myself, prepare for an exit, whatever it might be. It's good to know there is that level of, I could take the business in that direction.
Right.
Okay, switching gears here, and I just love to ask this question to everyone. If you could run any company today, which one would it be and why?
I think it would maybe be Facebook. I think that some of the social media postings,
Even with all the criticism they're going through all right now.
Right. And I think that they could clean up some of that stuff. I think there's a lot of noise that they've artificially created and giving everybody a platform to do it, whether it's good or bad. And I think society today is using it for more bad than good, and I think I don't know. It's just me, I try to use social media mainly for business. I'm not like a posting what I'm doing on Saturday afternoon type person. But I really think if I could run that business, because it's a great platform. I mean, everybody's on it. It's what a better way to get your message out. I mean, even look at what we're doing. Once this recording goes, it's going to go right on social media and put it out to the masses. I just think that, along the lines, America and globally just kind of got away from maybe what the real purpose of that platform is.
I like that. So are you bullish on Metaverse, VR, and where Facebook is taking it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely on that. And, I own a bunch of crypto around the Metaverse because I think people will buy into the hype, and I think there's a lot of good in there. Same thing with like NFTs and stuff like that. I think all that digital platform is going to be where we're heading. I just hope it doesn't disconnect us as a society. We're all walking around in goggles one day, So that would be my only fear. Like, I think it would be definitely cool and like, seeing concerts or like experiencing some things like maybe you wouldn't be able to do. But other than that, I just hope it doesn't separate us as a society. Because I think the same thing too with the social media, there's a lot of separations with that, or we got people that won't even pick up the phone anymore versus, sending a text message because everybody's used to just, quick.
Yeah, funny you said that. I got the Oculus when it first came out, and just wanted to get involved, get in there. Obviously, I think it's primarily for gaming and the younger generation, so I didn't I'm not using it anymore. But the first time I jumped on, and there was like it's called venues. We went in, and there are characters. They're talking. First of all, I jumped in, and I'm talking. Everyone's like, "Damn, you're old. Oh my, how old are you? Why are you in here?" I'm like, "Oh shit." But the one kid, he's like, "I'm gonna live forever in here," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, I don't even know what that means, but so, and then it got me thinking, like, can these things be even real? Maybe it's not a real person. It might be a bot. Like, the Pandora's box is open in that world, and like you said, it might. I don't want it to be dystopian or uh, we don't know the lines of reality and um, non-reality. It's almost like social media on steroids, where you're in there. Sometimes we don't know what's real on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but that just got me thinking about that.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So how can people connect with you? Do you accept messages on Facebook, email, text? What's the best way for people to connect with you and kind of chat about this stuff if they want to take it? Like, obviously, there's a lot here, and maybe down the line we can unpack each one separately. But what's the best way for people to reach out?
Right. So the best way is to check us out on, our websites, www.innovative-ecom.com. And on social media, we're innovative_ecom on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook. You can look me up as well. We're definitely open. I won't ever be that type of person that, like, if you DM me, that says, hey, you have to book a call before we can talk. We'll answer some questions, make sure that it's worth everybody's time. We're not wasting your time by booking a call. And the easiest thing to do is to book a call. But like on our website, we have explainer videos that go really in depth as to what each of our offerings are. And there's just a lot of information out there. Like I said, we're super transparent. We try to give you as much information as possible. We talk on the call. It's more of an informational. It's not a sale. We're not going to try to sales pitch you. We're going to try to find out what is the best solution for you and what is the best fit long term. So that's our goal. Is
Awesome.
First conversation we'd have with a client is to just kind of bring them in, talk to them about what brought them to us first. Why are you looking into a business? Because everybody has a, we call it the need behind the need. What is the need for an Amazon store? What is the need for, why are you looking at drop shipping versus Facebook? Why would you look at YouTube? So everybody, kind of goes through that initial questioning, and then we talk about the benefits and features of anything that might fit into their investment profile, so to speak. And then it's a lot more conversational. It's not high pressure. Like, if you sign today, you get 5% off, nothing like that. Obviously we would appreciate the business, but we're open lines of communication.
Nice. I like that. That makes it easier for everyone, because yeah, I mean, obviously people might be curious about this stuff, but not be ready now, want more information. So I'm happy that you guys are open on that communication on social and email, whatever it might be. So that's great.
Right. And even after, if their call, we have a little like informational deck that we can send out to clients, just gives us a little bit more in depth about the company, goes in a little bit more depth, like kind of explain some of the models a little bit more, but, or if it's like somebody that was driven from a Facebook ad that didn't really check out our website. So we got a lot of information out there that people can grab from what we do and how we do it.
Nice. Well, I'll let you and whoever's interested take that communication from there. And obviously, me and you have a lot of other stuff to discuss, which I'm excited for, and can't wait. Like, again, business starts off as like, okay, we met. Who are you? Who am I? How can we help? Like, I always try to bring value to the client, the customer first, and make sure that they're winning. And then after that, things, I just believe things will fall into place naturally. So I'm really excited for this, guys. You guys met Mike. Feel free to reach out to him. Like he said, they're transparent, open line of communication. Obviously, you guys have some patience if they don't respond or whatever the case might be. But if you're very interested in this done for you model, which a lot of you have reached out to me about, I think this is a good opportunity to look into, especially that they have different avenues for done for you. As you can see, jump on a call with him, get on their social, connect, see, get the details of what it's all about, and then jump on a call and go from there. So Mike, thank you very much for this. My Zoom's sending me a notification that we're almost out of time. So I do appreciate your time and looking forward to following up in future calls and getting into the nitty gritties, which I love.
Absolutely. And if you get an outreach of, maybe some certain lines that are most popular or clients have a lot of questions about, we can always do, like you said, maybe a couple of one-off series of different topics and just really kind of deep dive what the business looks like, what the expectations are, and, realistic results.
Absolutely. That sounds like a plan. All right, man. Looking forward to it, to our next calls, emails, and seeing how we can progress on business together.
Perfect. All right, man. Appreciate your time.
Back
Thank
to your
everybody that watches this.
back to your schedule.
All right. Have a good one.
See ya.
Thanks.
Bye.